Welcome to Media Pod Smash. It's the vibes are pretty electric because we are the fourth place champions of trivia. When I hear that, I just think like it's hard not to like roll your eyes and be like the guy sounded like a loon. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna come right out and say it.
Why does it matter if it's broad daylight? Why did you make a point of that? Are you
Because
saying because they're wide in the wide view of people being able to see them looking at their phone?
yes, I exactly. I'm joined by my friend Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Hi, Jeremy. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's Friday night, so
Mhm.
can't complain too much.
I didn't know where you were going with the vibes being electric. I'm glad that you went with the trivia. That was a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was our first trivia of the summer, and although we didn't take the top three, fourth was pretty good for some of the. I mean, considering we missed like quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but a few big
We were
ones.
we were just on the outside. Yeah, there were a couple that it's too bad we couldn't get those, but whatever. We tried our best and we did it honorably, unlike
Yes.
others.
Like,
Uh,
okay, what percentage?
Perhaps.
You theorize it. Excuse me.
It's easy to demonize when it looks like it's not our fault. It wasn't. It's stacked against us, you know?
Well, how many people do you think are actually like using their phones during this thing?
You know, I'd say, first of all, I don't think anybody's doing it like for every question. I think
Mhm.
some people they might do it for just one or two questions. And even among that, it it would be, maybe one or two teams, I'd say.
Uh,
I don't know. What do you think?
well, I mean, I think maybe there at least has to be one team that does it every time because there's always like a bad apple in the batch, as they say.
Yeah, well, that one team, Puppies, I think was the leader. They ended up not winning, but they were the team ahead of us at halftime. And, I don't know who they were, like if they had like a big group.
Yeah,
That's why it would be nice if we knew who everybody was,
yeah,
you know, to kind of get an idea like, oh, they have six people. Well, no wonder. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because you're going to have more collective heads for that. But, if Puppies was like two people, I'd be questioning that, you know, how you can be that good.
Well,
Because if you're that good, why are you here? Why aren't you on Jeopardy then? Like the show, like just get on TV and make some real money, not some gift
well,
cards at in a park.
I, what is it? What if it's like a one-off? They just got
Like,
lucky that day.
on that night, how about those questions? Those were pretty obscure. I
Some of
mean,
them were. I mean, well, we should paint a picture because it's basically we're out in the middle of like it's broad daylight and we're in a beer garden. And it's I think it would actually that would discourage people from cheating.
why does it matter if it's broad daylight? Why did you make a point of that? Are you
Because
saying because they're wide in the wide view of people being able to see them looking at their phone?
yes, I exactly. Like it's
Okay.
like You have more
But at
integrity.
night, you'd see the glow of the phone.
Oh, that's true too. I didn't think about that.
Plus, I mean, the people, there's like that area is deep. Like it's like 7 tables deep. And these are big picnic tables here.
Yeah.
So just painting the picture for everybody. This this
I'm glad
the,
you brought your brush out too.
the people the people who are probably cheating are probably way in the back. There's no supervision. This is a one-woman operation yesterday, and she had an umbrella in her face half the time.
Oh, that's true.
So,
She
so
was struggling.
she was struggling. I don't like to I'm not like judging here, but there wasn't I don't know if she like maybe she can't pre-see the questions, but she was struggling through reading a lot of the questions.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed
And
that.
and that kind of made it a little bit tough. Thankfully she read it like 3 times, so that helped.
Yeah,
But yeah, she was struggling to get through that. But total appreciation that she was even doing that. I don't even know if that's like a paid job.
yeah. I have no idea, but I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would hope like because I don't know like what you really well you do get a prize at the end if you cheat, so it is worth your time to cheat.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just like it seems like it would just be no fun.
Yeah, but I mean, we can take it as high as professional sports.
Hmm.
They cheat there, you
Yeah.
know? And you could say, well, okay, you 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 didn't want to do that honorably. Some people just want to win. They don't care how they do it.
That's
They
true.
will they will overlook how they got it. As long as they got the end that they wanted, the means don't matter.
Well, that could basically mean though we would have to be I don't know, we'd have to be perfect then to be first place.
Yeah, and in some ways I think you do. Although, you look at the numbers, we weren't that far off from being in first. We were 6 points back
Okay. I mean, that's
from
yeah.
the leader. I'm talking before the wager.
Uh-huh.
And even at the end of the wager, we wagered nothing, and I think we still only ended up losing by 9 points.
That's not bad.
It was 72 points was first place after the wager, and we wagered nothing and stayed at 63. So, and like I said, it was 69 to 63 before the wager. We are in this.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
And like you said, like we can sleep at night because we did it with honor
And
and
dignity. And
dignity.
I had no problem sleeping last night because of that.
I sounds like a baby myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's because we're honorable.
I've
What
got
is
to
the first
say,
place prize?
let's see. Well, it was 10 for third place, right?
Hmm.
So I would have to imagine it's got to be like 50.
You think it's $50?
No, maybe okay, maybe
I
not
thought
50,
like
not 50.
I thought
25?
maybe I thought it might be 25. I was gonna say 20. It might be 15 for second place and 20 for first.
Okay.
I don't know.
50 is crazy. Forget I said
50 would be
that.
a lot because again, this is like they're not charging. Like this is a free trivia game. So,
Right.
this is a charity
Well,
to us.
whose is the is the um what's it called? Like is the beer garden hosting it?
Yeah, I think the Tap Yards is the name of the company. They're the ones who have these beer gardens at all these parks in the area. They're doing this in the hopes that people will like buy other stuff, like spend money on beer and food and stuff at their concessions.
Okay. Because that actually does, I mean, it worked for me. I definitely
Yeah,
buy stuff every
yeah.
time I go.
It
Um,
doesn't work for me, but I'm glad that you guys do. I'm a freeloader. I didn't I didn't spend anything I didn't spend anything, but
I wish they
um,
would expand their inventory a little bit.
if we went to the one that like has an actual kitchen, I would
Oh,
probably
yeah.
buy food. The one we go to doesn't really have a kitchen, so
Yeah. That one's nice, but
that's
it's
tough.
so far for me.
Yeah. Well, it's far for me too.
Is it?
Not as far as you, but everything's far for you.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah, that's true.
Uh, but it's still a ways out. Yeah, I mean it's way up there in Menominee
Yeah.
Falls. It's really far up there and out there.
I always forget about that every time, like before we're about to. I mean, because I think we've filmed like three different things there,
Hmm.
and every time I'm like, oh my god. I mean, it's like, yeah, it is up there.
Hmm. Yeah. Were you
Yeah.
gonna say something else before about the sleeping with dignity?
Oh well, actually, I had a thought related to the trivia.
Okay.
I was actually kind of just more shocked about one of the questions that we got wrong. That like we didn't try harder on.
Which one?
um, well, this is, I mean, it was the one about it was the movie lines.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just feel like, well, I know Damon's listening right now, so I'm gonna, like, I don't want to sound like I'm calling out the team, but sometimes I feel like our heart really isn't in it. Like, we really should have put our heads together more for that question. Like, we all know
Well,
movies. Let's think
just a
a
minute
little
though.
more.
Why do you think we didn't? I thought we just
Did
didn't
you
know
think
it.
that was a good guess though? Because, well, Damon, what did Damon say?
The Madness of King George.
I don't even know what that is, to be
It is
honest
a
with you.
movie.
I mean, yeah, it is
I'm
a
familiar.
movie.
Well, I'm
But
not familiar with it, but
did
I
he
know
say?
it.
Did you say, like, David? I'll ask you, and I'm asking you, Mike. Like, do you think he said that because the question involved another king?
Yeah, I think he said that just because of the timeline, like being around 1990, but then also the royalty element.
Because I think like the royalty really had nothing. Was neither here nor
Right.
there. Yeah,
And I kind of agreed with, but I was blanked.
that's fair. I
You
guess
know,
I
I
just
just didn't know.
maybe
I'm
my
you know, you're I get your point, but I think we really did try our best there. I mean, we just don't know.
You're right. We
I mean,
did.
look at what the answer was. I've never even seen that movie. So
I'm surprised.
I wouldn't have known that. You have seen Ghost?
No, but like you've seen a lot of stuff that I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that much.
We saw that one movie that I already forgot the name of, King George's Adventures.
I haven't seen that though.
Oh,
I just know it. I know of it. The
okay.
Madness of King
That's
George?
that's fair. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Madness
I
of King
just know of the
George.
movie. I never saw it though.
Oh, all right. But still, I just feel like you're very like um you like films. I mean,
Yeah, I mean I know of a lot of movies. That doesn't mean I've seen them, you know?
okay,
Uh
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
but again, like just going back to Ghost, that was the answer. That that's not really my type of movie. Like I
Yeah.
know it was a big movie and it was a huge movie. I think it was Best Picture nominee
Hmm.
and big stars. And I think Whoopi Goldberg won an Oscar for that role, supporting actress. It was a huge movie, but that's not my type of movie.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
So
yeah, yeah. Like, what could be expected of us?
yeah, so your point, which I get, I think is a little. a little unfair. We really did. We really did try.
You're
You just
right.
sometimes you just don't know.
You're right.
And
I'm being too harsh, but I just really want to win. I just want to win
so
so
do I.
bad.
I think you
Like,
actually want to win more than I do. You're really getting into this, and I like it.
I actually am disappointed that like every time it seems to land on something film related, it seems like it's we don't get it. I,
Yeah,
but it's on
but
them.
again,
I'm
it's
gonna
such
turn the
a.
tables because it is their problem. It's just like they are giving us shit questions. Like I haven't
I
seen Ghost
wonder.
either. It's stupid.
I wonder how many people got that one right. You
How
know,
many people without looking it up had
well, that's.
got?
I wish they would share that actually. I
Yeah,
wish they would share like how many people got that question right, just to kind of give an idea. Because I'd be really curious, and if a lot of people got that one right, I would definitely be questioning the cheating element.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. That would be really fun to see. They should just like do it in the app for sure. Yeah.
Because there was like 18 teams, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was up in the higher teens, I remember, and I just wonder, like, if I'd say if more than half got that right, I'd be questioning. I would be I would be contacting my local congressman to look into that because that would deserve some investigating.
I agree. Yeah. That's way too many people.
But if it was only like 4, I'd say yeah, that seems reasonable.
It wasn't like it is weird because it's just so specific. And other questions like were just like the opposite, where it's like so easy.
Yeah, and that quote too, I think was what you were kind of getting at, is that quote was you'd have to like really know the movie
Yeah.
to get that, because like that quote alone didn't really hint at like the movie, like like it didn't hint at like someone's dead. You know
Right.
what I mean? Uh
It's not like something iconic either. Like,
yeah, or where you could like kind of guess it, you could guess the premise of the movie from the quote. And then from that from the premise you could get them film, you know?
yeah.
So I thought the speech thing was cool. I like how they added that in there for bonus points.
Oh
The
yeah.
speech clip
Yeah.
and then the song clip. I like that. That was neat.
Yeah, we
They
were
should do that
close on
again.
the speech too.
Yeah. We only would have gotten 2 more points though if we had gotten that one correct.
If anyone got the speech on like the first one, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing because I couldn't even understand what he was saying at first.
Yeah, I mean,
Because like he was saying Saddam Hussein. I didn't hear that the first time,
not at
you know.
all. Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was a good one. It was cool that they did that though. I hope they do that for the rest of them. I wonder if that was like her idea, you know?
Right. That'd be cool if she just started freestyling.
Yeah, because I've never
Yeah.
seen her before doing that, hosting.
Yeah, me neither. Do you go like other times? Have you been there?
No,
Oh, okay. Just curious. I didn't know if you were like had other trivia groups that you.
no,
Okay.
no, I don't.
So we should move on. I mean, it is nice to be fourth, but one day we are going to be back in the top three.
Absolutely. I don't doubt it for 1 second.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we were in the top 3 at the last question,
Yeah.
you know.
Another bullshit question.
Yeah,
Well,
James Watson.
that was horrible. Oh my God. Okay. What a blunder. Really, I thought that was an athlete.
You look though, everybody came through with like a big question. You came out of nowhere with the lab-grown diamonds. Damon came in with uh, the NBA teams,
Yep.
and then I don't know where the hell I got the soccer question.
That was
You know,
great. Yeah.
but yeah, we all contributed, so that's good.
Yeah. A real cohesive unit.
Hmm
I mean,
As
aside.
as Damon said, that one saved our ass.
That's awesome. Indeed. So yeah, I mean, I take back what I said about the movie line questions.
Good, because I was
Yeah.
ready to get the hell out of here after you said. No, just kidding. But yeah,
Uh,
I think we did our best.
right. We
Just don't
can't.
know it. Sometimes we just don't know.
We gotta keep our heads up.
Hmm
Brush. How can you really? Can you brush up on your general knowledge?
How can we, or can we?
Well, yeah, I guess both. Like, how can we, and or can we, even?
I feel like if yeah, you could, but then they'll never ask about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it could literally be
So,
the one time I finally was like excited about a question because I knew it and I didn't think anyone else would. Well, you did too. The Malcolm in the Middle one,
oh yeah,
and then they played the song anyway. So it's like, well, everyone's gonna know now. But if you
that
just
was really
said,
dumb how they were doing that. That was easy.
yeah, that was kind of stupid. But anyways, so it was awesome. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Um,
good to be back for the season.
yeah. We were gonna talk about our trip. This was like from a year ago now, basically. I don't know why we never did it. I mean, I guess I just never thought of it.
It's good to
But
have retrospectives.
it is. I love documenting things that have happened and listening back to them. But should we talk about our other more recent trip really quick first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Because we went to Appleton at the beginning of, was it like the end of April, beginning of May?
It was the very beginning of May. It was May
Okay.
1st, May 2nd.
Okay. So we were basically going to help with a documentary shoot that was taking place at the Appleton Public Library.
Hmm
It was the film that Damon is pouring his heart and soul into, the Mod File 6, a Wisconsin Death Trip. And so this particular event was Joan, do you know her?
Trepa.
Treppa.
Hmm
She was doing a reading from her book,
hmm
and we were going to film it for the documentary. And since Appleton is, I mean, it's not like super far away, but it's a little bit of a drive. And I'd never been to Appleton. I thought it'd be fun to just make a whole weekend out of it. And so I asked if Mike wanted to come along, and we made a weekend out of it. So this was, you never been to Appleton either, really, right?
Not staying there or anything, just passing through.
So it was quite the interesting experience, I would say. I've never
Hmm
been shouted at so many times in any
That's right.
one city.
Yeah, that was I wonder if that was a usual thing or if something was weird happening that weekend. You should probably explain in what context though. You
Well,
know,
I mean,
I mean, it wasn't like we're in a building,
right, like,
sitting at a table. The waiter is just yelling.
right. We're just
What was
like
going
walking
on.
down the sidewalk, just minding our own business, and people are shouting out their car windows at us. Like
Yeah,
multiple. This happened at least 3 times, if not 4.
it might have been 5.
5.
Yeah, it
And
was definitely a memorable number.
I don't get it. I really don't understand because I've never, once I get, twice, okay, but more than that, so, like there's something weird going on.
Yeah, that's why I wonder if there was something going on that weekend that was causing like just weird behaviors. Because it was mostly like younger people, right?
Yeah,
Like college students,
yeah.
high school even maybe. And I just wonder if it was like a party weekend. Uh, spring break probably would have been over by then, right?
I would think so, but
Yeah,
yeah.
because there is a college right there, Lawrence University. I don't know their schedule, but it's a private college. Maybe they have a different, academic calendar than other schools. So maybe they did have something going on. Um, or maybe it was the last weekend of
Yeah,
school, you know?
that could be.
I don't know. But it did seem like something was going on. Something was in the air uh, in Appleton. And, maybe that should be investigated.
That could be a good mysteries from
Yeah,
beyond.
right. I
People
like
were
that we could just walk to a Quick Trip.
that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because that's like my favorite place.
Yeah, it's like an oasis kind of when you're just like in the middle of places that you don't know.
Yeah, and Appleton is a pretty smaller town, like not by Wisconsin standards, but it's only like 75,000 people. I was impressed. We didn't even need the car.
Yeah.
We walked everywhere, and that's pretty cool. We didn't even use your car for over a day. We parked it coming there, didn't get back in it till we left. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a really nice place to walk around in.
hmm Everything was there. Everything was in walking distance. That was pretty cool.
I like that the hotels were just like part of everything too.
hmm
Like it was a lot bigger than I expected.
Specifically, the hotel we stayed at.
Yeah, the one we
Yeah.
stayed at. Like the pictures really, it's a rare case of the pictures not doing it justice
hmm
because that lobby was like huge. Like there must be like a lot. They must host a lot of events. I mean, we could see a lot of stuff going on already when we were there. There
Yeah,
seemed to
you
be
mean
some
like
sort of
that
like
that Elks group?
yeah,
Yeah. And then they had stuff going on in the basement too, remember at night? I don't think
yeah,
that was the same group. Maybe it was. I don't know. But
some sort of secret meetings.
yeah, like it looked like they had like a raffle or something going on,
Yeah,
or like a silent auction.
people were getting pretty crazy for that.
hmm Yep. And I remember it was pretty late. I'm like, wow, this
Yeah.
place doesn't sleep, you know?
Appleton's a party town.
hmm hmm
So, I mean, it was cool. Like, we didn't, I would say there wasn't a whole lot that we got to do because the event was basically an all day thing.
hmm
And then at night, we spent a lot of time kind of just like walking around or
Well, and it didn't
napping.
help though that the night we got there, we didn't fall asleep till like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So we were tired. Didn't we took a nap after the library thing?
Yeah.
At least I did. I don't know
Yeah.
what you were doing.
Yeah. I fell asleep for a little bit.
So we were kind of all screwed up because of that because we just couldn't get to sleep that first night. And then
Yeah.
we walked around, we explored the Saturday evening, right?
hmm
And then that's when we ate at the restaurant in the hotel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that was about it. I mean, we hung out at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I
That was
had,
nice. Yeah,
yeah, it was.
just sitting in the lounge chairs. Um, yeah, we were talking about your Walmart days.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not so
Yeah.
fondly.
Right. And then just kind of your writing projects
Yes,
that
I
we
had grand
talked about.
ambitions to try to write, and I didn't get anything done.
Mm-hmm.
Every trip I go on, I envision myself writing somewhere, and then it just doesn't really pan out the way I envision it. Or really, in general, it's funny how like like trips beforehand, you think you're gonna do all this stuff. Like I'm sure we'll talk about it for the other trip too, but like I was envisioning like, oh yeah, we'll eat here, we'll maybe like catch a show or something, or do this, and then
Yeah.
you get there. Time is like, I mean, that event just like I said, that is a big portion of the trip right there because it takes up a chunk of the day. I mean, you get up and then you go right to it, and then really though, if we
Well, I
didn't,
don't know
yeah.
if we went right to it. It was a pretty casual getting to it. I
Well, I'm
think
just
we,
saying, it's not like there's no room for like other. I guess like we had breakfast and stuff, but it's not like we could go like, oh, hey, let's go see a movie, and then we'll go to the thing, or like let's
right.
go
Well, it's not like
shopping.
we got up at we didn't get up at like the crack of dawn or anything. We had got a kind of a late start because we had a late sleeping time, and then we had the nice breakfast buffet, and then we went and then we went to the library, and that wasn't that long. That wasn't really an all day thing.
It wasn't all
It,
day.
no, it wasn't. It was like 2 hours. What are you talking about?
It was like, I feel like it was like, let me see here.
It
I want to
was.
say it was from like
I think
one.
it started at 1. We got there at like 12:30.
Okay, and we got
Okay, and
out of
then it
there at
was
like 5.
no. It was wrapped up by like it was done at like 2, and we had the
I think it was like closer to dinner time when we were getting out of that joint.
I mean, we had that interview with Mike Johnson afterwards, which added
Right.
some time, but
Okay,
we were done. We were definitely done by 5. I almost think we were sleeping at 5.
okay,
And then
here.
we got up and we walked around. We walked like on Lawrence campus, and then we went by the river. Remember, they had that path that goes over the river,
Yeah.
and then we were walking through the trees on this path, went around. They had the really high water at the time. It was like up on the banks,
Yeah.
and we were almost going to keep going, but because we went kind of far out, we probably walked about a mile east of the hotel.
Yeah. We were over by some assisted living home place.
Okay. Is that the one that was where the flooding was?
Yeah, I think so. Or
Okay.
maybe it was a retirement home.
I
I can't.
don't know. It's okay. Pretty specific there. That's where it was like roped off, right?
Yeah, we went to a spot we weren't supposed to go.
Yeah. Um,
Uh,
yes, I think that was it was some type of communal like apartment complex or something. I don't know
I
if it
just,
was assisted living.
I'm
I
just trying to
wasn't
paint.
paying that much attention, but
I'm trying
yeah,
to paint a
really give the
picture.
details. Yeah, please. Just get really deep there with the colors.
Well,
Who managed that
I have no
property?
idea.
Okay.
I didn't get a good enough look at that one.
But yeah, and then we just decided to head back because it was getting a little later, and we hadn't eaten anything, so that's when we went to the hotel. And I'll say that again, just kind of the painting the vibe of the town for everybody is the it's, it's Appleton, Wisconsin. It was a Saturday night. I was surprised, maybe just because I don't get out much, but I mean, people were out at that like fancy steak restaurant at like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, wow.
it was very active.
I was surprised just how active it was. Again, for not a big town,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. There was a lot of bars. I
Hmm.
would have liked to get into some of those like more weird stores, but we didn't really have
Yeah.
a
They
lot of
had,
time.
well, plus they had like, they weren't open late, like
Mm.
they had like daytime hours, and we had our all day event Saturday. So
Well, a lot of things feel like a long chunk of the day because I get up late.
mhm, yeah. But then, do you want to talk about what we did on Sunday before we left town?
Well, we went to the Appleton Museum.
Hmm.
Oh, well, there was like there was some like historical stuff, but I mean it was all historical, but the main attraction was the Houdini stuff.
Yeah. And
But
you
they
seem to
also,
really like that. You were really getting into that, the interactive stuff.
yeah, it was good.
Mhm.
It was cool to see how like stuff was done.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing pretty much everything that was available.
Yeah.
The juggling, the that thing where you like balance yourself,
Oh yeah.
like on a hoverboard type thing. Um, those things that you were probably like the first person to put those gloves on in 15 years.
Oh,
The ones where you lift the table.
oh
Remember?
yeah. I
Put the
remember
metal things
that.
up there and you
Yeah.
can kind of lift the table up like it's levitating.
Hmm.
You were really going all out to try these interactive activities. That was cool.
Well, gotta get my money's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a cool place. I was kind of like, I don't know if I really feel like doing a whole museum, but I'm glad we went.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. It was a good way to cap off the trip.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually it really capped off by my car having issues.
Oh yeah.
But
It,
whatever.
yeah, you made it back, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe at 75% engine power. Or what did it say? Like power's cut by something.
Yeah,
Some
something
amount.
like that, some percent. And it
Yeah.
felt like you were driving through molasses.
It was lagging. Yeah. But you got it figured out.
Yeah. But it was fun. And speaking of museums, the real thing I wanted to like talk about in this
Oh,
episode
yes.
is the other trip that we went on, the bigger trip from last summer. We went to the Museum of Shadows in Nebraska. And we actually stayed in Iowa, but they were like right next to each other.
Hmm.
So this place, where did you first see this place or hear about this place?
The museum.
Mm-hmm.
I heard of it when I was doing an apprenticeship in Lincoln back in 2022, and I went to Omaha just for the day to visit. And I don't know if I actually saw it just on the street or if I saw it online first and then went and looked at it, but I found out about it and I really wanted to go. I had ever since seeing it and going there in 2022, I kind of wanted to get back there. And so uh, I think I had been planning on doing that, and then I figured that that might have been something that you would be interested in. So I asked you if you wanted to do that, and then we kind of just made a broader trip out of it.
Hmm. Yeah. So it was. I thought it would be fun. And it was especially like the idea of being able to stay in a casino was really nice too. So that helped. Because we stayed in. It was like Iowa City or
No, it was Council Bluffs.
oh, Council Bluffs. That's
Yeah.
right. Iowa City is like way further away,
We
isn't it?
stopped in Iowa City
Yeah.
on the way, but yeah, we didn't stay there.
Okay. So, and it was Harrah's.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And we're
It's a
already,
nice place.
yeah, I really liked it, but there was a lot of paranormal activity because, the money got lost.
Right. Yeah, things were definitely not in your favor, and I think that was attributed to some real underground paranormal activity in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
We I mean, you clearly had some things going on with your nightly recordings.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. There was something, I didn't feel like myself a lot of the times.
yeah. And that was completely unknown to me. Like I was sleeping when
Hmm.
you were going through that. You did all that. That was all kept private. That was
Yeah.
a personal battle that you were going through there. So I'm glad you made it out.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
But you think that those episodes were hitting you from visiting the museum, or where do you think that was coming from?
Yeah, I think it's museum related.
Hmm.
I didn't take it seriously enough,
Hmm.
and then that's what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
because we had a good laugh about that place for a while. But
Yeah, it had cool stuff, but yeah, they definitely milk the they capitalize um, on the horrors of what really happened behind some of those objects.
right,
If that stuff even happened, but I'm gonna
it,
assume that it did.
sometimes it's just downright sad and disturbing and sick.
Yeah, you mean the backstories to some
Yeah,
of those
yeah.
items? Yeah,
Well, allow me to, if I could, just for a while, take my paintbrush back out because I'd like to
please.
describe this place.
Yep.
So basically, it's a pretty small building. I mean, it's right off of the street, and you get in, and there's a
Right off the streets.
there's no sidewalk.
Whoa,
You go right
that's
off the street.
completely unusual.
And there's like like a little tiny gift shop and like a desk. And then you have the option to buy tools, like all these add-ons.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't even know what the equipment is, but
It was well, one was uh a black light,
yeah,
would it have been
so you
to
can
see?
see the bodily fluids.
Yeah. Was another one like infrared or something like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
They had like the sound things too,
Sound things.
or I
What do
think
you mean?
like so you could like talk to spirits.
Okay, I don't remember
I
that.
don't know. Like you could be like, "Hey, is there anyone in here?" And it would be like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." spirit box or something. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know any of what this bullshit is. Actually, it's not bullshit because I'm going to tell you a
The,
story that is going to freak you out.
yeah.
It's something unexplainable actually that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just I'm gonna get my paintbrush out and add some things.
Well, okay.
The what? Do you want me to wait?
Well, I didn't finish painting, but you
Oh,
can
well, keep
please
no,
no.
go.
I want you to paint.
Well, I was just gonna say that, it's like it was like a 3-story building, I think.
Hmm. Off
Or
the
like
street.
off the street, standard, like if you can picture like a old time like small town like Main Street type building, three
Hmm.
stories, stone building, like from like the 1880s.
Hmm.
I think it was one of the older buildings in the city. I thought I remembered them saying that. Something about the building was like one of the last standing. Maybe it
Mm.
was the construction type. I can't remember, but I remember them going into that. That's it. That's Go ahead, keep painting.
Okay, well,
Or just paint over what I
no,
just did.
no, that was a great portrait. Because
Okay.
now I'm gonna bring us back to the inside
Okay.
after this tiny little gift shop and lobby and desk part.
Hmm.
You
It's
go
two
into the
doors, by the way.
yeah, the two doors, and then you go into the back, the main attraction. It's pitch black. It's dark. Like there's very okay, it's not pitch black, but there's very minimal lighting. You get
Oh,
a
are you just
flashlight.
talking about the main like exhibit space
First
now?
floor, yeah, now in the
Okay.
exhibits.
Yeah.
You get a little shitty light that keeps going out.
Yeah.
They kept having to like swap them out. Um, but there's some like lighting on the descriptions, I think, or was anything lit? I can't remember.
I don't either. There was some lighting though in the building because
Yeah,
I mean we could see.
yeah,
It's not like we couldn't see what was in front of us.
right.
You didn't need the flashlights to walk around. You just needed them to look a little bit more closely at the writing and the items.
Hmm. So mostly all the items and descriptions were like user submitted. And it
Mhm.
didn't appear that they had gone in proofread or did anything. They just like slapped the descriptions on and called it good. Because there was a lot of inconsistencies with the descriptions and how things were written. Um, and there was just some stuff where it's like, well, like we said, like poor taste and
With the typos and stuff and like the grammatical errors,
mhm.
are you giving them the benefit of the doubt that that's just what they wrote? The
I'm a,
people who sent in this stuff,
that's what
and
I'm
they just
assuming.
verbatim, regardless of typos, they're just verbatim putting in what they wrote to them because they don't want to change it. That's what they said.
That's my assumption.
That would be I'd be giving them that benefit of the doubt because if that wasn't the case, then that looked really unprofessional.
Right. I agree. I would agree. Yeah, that's like silly.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of like mostly like old toys and stuff like that, like old dolls. But
Tons of dolls. Yeah.
yeah, and they all had there was some pretty spooky and tragic stories. Um, they one thing that like really grabbed me was they had like an old like traffic cone from an accident, like an auto accident, and it's just like, come on. Why
Yeah.
would a spirit attach itself even to that? Ugh.
That one I remember being oddly put off by how much that one bothered you. Like that really did bother you. I remember you were irritated legitimately that they had that there. And I remember you going into detail. You were like, how did someone even get that?
Well,
You know?
yeah.
And that's a good question.
Because it
you
should have
know?
been like a crime scene and
Well,
taped
it
off and
probably
stuff.
was. It's over now. The crime scene is, you know what I mean? Like the crime scene,
Well, I
the crime
guess.
is solved.
Yeah.
It's done. The case is over.
They don't keep like they're not gonna do anything with the cone. They wouldn't like want it for or recycle
Not
it or
after it's out of evidence, and the case is closed, right?
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing that I don't get though is like, why not just put it back into the cycle? You know?
Hmm.
Why can't it still be used? It's a cone. Why can't it go back onto the road?
It was
You
was
know?
it busted?
I don't remember it being like bent out of shape, but even if it was, so what? Those things are meant to be banged up,
Yeah.
you know? As long as they can still stand up and be functional.
Yeah, but there's just too much baggage attached to it that comes with that.
If you had just if there was construction outside the building, unrelated to any of
Yeah.
this, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have put that cone out there and taken another one in. You wouldn't even know the difference. And then just slap a sign on there that says, yeah, someone died
I might
near
know because
this.
I can feel certain energies within me.
Okay, were you feeling the energy with that particular cone?
Well, okay, maybe not so much. I was just angry that someone did that.
And I think that that's fair to be bothered by that, because that brings up kind of the whole point, is that there were a lot of items. I remember one that that struck me emotionally was this one that was like in a case, and then it was an old little doll, and like a little rag doll type, not real big, just like, like this.
Hmm.
And it said on the sign that I believe it was a kid had been hit by a car, and he was carrying that doll in his hand when he was hit, and like that was the last thing that he held or touched. And then they said this. They said, if you look closely at it with the black light, you'll see blood on it. And that part, it was already kind of crossing the line for me. But then
Hmm.
when they said that part about seeing the blood, I'm like, this is a little private.
Yeah.
Um, my views on death, and this is a little bit serious here, but it's part of it, it's connected, is that shouldn't really be something that's broadcasted. Like that's a really private moment for people,
Hmm.
the end of their life. you know um like, I mean, I'm not saying it can't be like shared with family and people that you care about. It should
Hmm.
be, but I'm saying like it's not something that should really be like, you know viewed on video multiple times if it was captured.
Hmm.
It should be private. And I don't know, just the idea that this doll and a lot of these other items, this place is like making money off of people suffering, their last final moments. That doesn't really sit right with me, and I know that that's not their purpose.
Hmm.
They'll say that, well, we're here because these items have spirits connected to them, and they can be all together now in this place.
Hmm.
Okay. um, but you can also spin it the way I did too. This isn't a charity. You are collecting money,
Right.
and you are making money off of these items that people are coming to see. And then that also brings up the other point of the museum. Nothing is verifiable.
Hmm.
So was this doll even connected to a kid that was hit by a car? You know, We don't know. They give no names, they give no dates, they give no specific locations to verify anything.
Hmm.
So you could make anything up.
Right.
You
Someone
know,
could
you
go
could,
to Goodwill, buy a
yeah,
doll, and just like
right.
saying it.
And then make a story. And then they'll say, we detected energy.
Hmm.
Okay.
Was there any objects though that they had already that they had tried to get themselves that they had provided and put on display? I thought there were like more like real things, quote unquote real
Yeah,
objects.
maybe. I don't remember. That would be one of the things that would be a downside to an 1 year later retrospective.
Yeah. Well, let's just assume they had some things. I know they had that Annabelle like doll.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, and there was that thing from the Travel Channel that moved the carriage, like the baby carriage.
Okay.
Supposedly that moves on its own in the basement.
And they had the one in the whatever that was, the demon room or whatever it was called that
Hmm.
like cried.
Yeah, yeah. That was scary. I felt,
Well, we should kind of get to that. We
yeah.
we'll talk. So just again, I'm dipping the brush in the paint here.
Hmm.
We have the first level that you were describing with the
Hmm.
light. Then you walk in the door, there's a big long corridor, there's a TV against the wall that's playing the Travel Channel episode when
Yep.
they came to the place. It was on a loop. And then off to the left, they had an area. What is so funny?
Because I thought of something that happened at this place.
Do you want to say it now or are you going to
No, go
remember?
ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Off to the left, they had like kind of like a medical area. Do you remember where they had like jars of body parts, creatures, and then
Yep.
old medical instruments?
Yep.
And then you'd continue walking. They had a whole wall of Ouija boards. Um, and then you'd continue walking. Underneath the TV, they had a coffin. Um, was that the story that you were going to say?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it. Here we are.
Okay. Yeah. So the coffin. What was
Hmm.
the context? What was the coffin? It was like
It's disturbing. Again, if that was something that was true, that would be disturbing. It was supposedly a coffin for a guy who had like committed multiple rapes, I think,
Mm-hmm.
or rape murders, grisly stuff, sexual offenses type stuff. A disturbed individual. It was his coffin.
Right.
Why do they have that? I don't know. And why isn't that in the ground? I don't know. Well, I mean, why can't it remain buried? I don't get that.
Yeah, I
Where's
don't.
the body?
Oh no, he's
There,
back. They brought
there
him back
was
like
no
Jason
body.
Voorhees.
Where is he? You know?
Well, maybe I don't know. I got nothing.
So so anyway though, what's the rest of the story
Well,
with
so
that?
what we were perusing this area and we observed the coffin for a while, and you said there was a change in the atmosphere. It smelled.
Yeah. There was a definite like rotten egg sulfuric type of odor. And
And I
you smelled
agree.
it too.
It I did smell it.
Yeah.
But what I also noticed was one of the museum employees had been using the bathroom that was like right next to the coffin.
Okay. Couple things. Number one, or should I say number two? Uh, it wasn't right next to the coffin.
Okay, I
It
know
was.
I like to speak like it wasn't right next to it, but it was
It's
like
not like
close
the
enough
door was
where
right there.
if someone took a nasty shit, you would
Uh-huh.
definitely smell it if you were standing by the coffin.
I don't know. It
Uh,
was like a good. It was like 20 feet away. the coffin was here, and then the bathroom was like down a short hallway back this way.
Yeah, it was pretty far. I mean, it was, and it didn't. Okay, and honestly, it didn't. I'm trying to be rational, but it didn't smell like shit. It did smell like
No,
sulfuric acid
right.
or sulfur. I
And
mean, like
also,
eggs. Like it smelled like,
right.
yeah.
And also remember too, I I found that you could step over 1 foot to the left and you wouldn't smell it anymore. 1 foot to the right, you wouldn't smell it. You could step back a little bit, it wouldn't be there. You could go forward, it was there. It was like patchy,
Yeah.
you know?
So
What was that, you know?
what do you think it was?
Well, I don't think it was a bowel movement.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want to
yeah.
rule
No,
anything
I applaud you for
out.
you're really painting the picture here. So,
Because, like, let's not pretend it wasn't. It's not entirely possible. Because
yeah, it's not, but the thing is to your point, that wasn't like an odor of a bowel movement.
right. It really wasn't, but it was stinky. It what? I mean, did they plant something in there?
To me, that those would be the only two explanations, would be something the museum did or just something unexplained.
And that's possible because I think something unexplained happened to me.
Yep, we'll
But
get
we'll
to
get
that. Yep,
yeah, yeah.
yep.
So we kind of made our way down to, I mean, there was a clown area too before we go into the basement. There was a ton of clowns.
Remember, just I will say to their credit, there was one piece that was super detailed. Remember, just before the clown, it was like I think it was an X-ray of a guy who was shot like 3 times. They showed like the X-ray of his chest cavity. He
Mm,
had bullets in him. He
yeah,
was
yeah.
running from the police, I think. It was in like California in the early 90s, if I remember. And they did give specific like officer names. They gave the department name. They had the actual like like police report or the sheet, the detail sheet. That one was that one really truly was like this happened,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And then they even had, I don't remember what other artifacts they had, but they had some other artifacts from that incident, like maybe the gun, the
Okay.
officer's gun or something.
Yeah.
So that one they did, that was a very specific incident that they had. I'll add too, kind of by the bathrooms, they had a bunch of mirrors.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember you trying that out. They had a mirror that said it like showed you aging, like
Mm-hmm.
it showed you aged like 50 years, and you were trying that out. Then you walk through the bathroom area was a dead end. So then you walk through the other, continue through the building and past the mirrors, past the guy who was shot, and then you get into the clown area that you were
Mm.
getting to. One portrait I remember was very deeply disturbing. It was that one of a guy, I think he was like a priest or a
Oh
pastor.
yeah.
And it was, the picture looked normal, but again, it's the
Mm.
backstory
Yeah.
where it was like it was just like a studio portrait of the guy in clown makeup and then a boy also in clown makeup, I think. And then they had like the little sign next to it saying like this this guy had been a child predator,
Right.
and that boy was probably one of his victims. And again, I don't know, I felt gross just like seeing that. It's like this kid was probably molested, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it just didn't sit right with me. But that I remember, that was disturbing. And then
That could have been like some poor, like what's just like some normal theater actor, and then they just slap that description on there to try to like
Yeah,
scare
again,
you.
right. Again, they didn't give too many specifics because I think we actually tried looking that one up and we
Did
couldn't
we?
find I did. I'm pretty sure we tried to look because they gave like a general timeline. I think it was like early
Hmm.
90s. Uh, might have even given a location. I don't remember, but yeah, that was icky. And then yeah, they had the clown area, like clowns on swings and
Yeah.
clown dolls, Jack in the Box type stuff. Yep.
It just was a weird vibe. Like even if it was all just user submitted, it still just has
Mhm.
it's weird being around all that stuff.
Yeah. And then in that room was the doorway to one of the rooms that we went in later.
Hmm.
We'll talk about that, but then do you want to keep taking people through the place?
So yeah, this is when we started going downstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the basement had definitely a lot more creepy stuff in it, in my opinion. I mean,
I
this is
remember when we were down there at first, it was creepy because we were the only ones down there
yeah.
for a while. And I'm not saying it was creepy because of the stuff, but I mean, just being in a basement, it was like dead silent.
Hmm.
And whether those things are connected to anything paranormal or not, they're still kind of weird items,
Hmm.
you know? Like, remember that? And then there was that one item. Remember that it was like a little carriage, and then it said something like something to do with like there's bones in here. Do you remember that?
I kind of do. Yeah. Yeah.
And again, we were like, okay, if there's like human bones in here, should we just have them sitting there where people can just pick it up and, put in their pocket or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, really. It's kind of really strange they would do that. Um, but there was something else too. I remember in the basement being really weird, like like something like that someone died in or with. I think it was like, oh, wasn't there was like a wedding dress or
There was a
something?
wedding dress, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just downright
I don't
tragic.
think she actually died in that though. Wasn't it like she
No?
died of cancer later and that was just her dress?
Oh, they just, oh, well, still, that's really
Maybe, I
sad.
don't know.
Yeah.
I might be remembering
Yeah.
that wrong, but we can get corrected by the museum
I
if we
want to
have
say she
to look
was
at this.
rushing to get to her wedding and she was struck by a vehicle while wearing the dress. That's where I'm going to put my money. Oh,
You actually recall reading that, or you're just putting that together?
it's like kind of a guess. I'm just like,
Okay.
yeah, totally making that up.
Okay.
But also, I don't remember at all what it said. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, when you go down there, you kind of go around the corner, and there's a dead end, and I remember that was where that elevator shaft was, where
Oh, yeah.
apparently multiple people had died in over the years,
Well,
according to the guy.
yeah. Do we want to talk about that guy?
I guess, yeah. I mean, if unless you have more to say about the basement first.
Well, otherwise, I mean, there was, like a lot of creepy objects, and then they also had like the Satan area.
Yeah, and it was a deep, long room.
Yeah.
It was like 3 rooms. It was like divided into 3 sections, and
Mm-mm.
the all the way in this case, it would be going all the way to the front of the building
Mm-hmm.
in the basement. They had this like fenced off area that what was that called? Do you remember the name of that area? I don't remember.
I don't
Because the
remember.
bone room was the deeper room, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
deepest room.
yeah.
But
Well,
then before that, they had the fenced area that was supposedly all objects that were demonic
Mm-hmm.
and really like don't mess with this. And I have to admit, that area when we crossed that threshold, I was a little concerned,
I agree. It was
I'm not
weird.
messing with this stuff.
I regret making that offering.
Tell everybody about that.
Well, they had a Baphomet statue, and you could give an offering. So I put $1 in,
And there were
and
other ones in there, right?
there were
Other
more. Yeah,
dollars.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I also did one upstairs that was like for good vibes. So I tried to counteract it. But ever since I made that offering, it's been not good. I got the ringing in my ear. I've had
Yeah.
other medical issues. I had car issue. Lost money at the casino, most importantly.
That's
So
when things started. Yeah.
maybe I screwed up by doing that. I shouldn't have done that. But it was fun. It was so cool to like see all that stuff. Actually, I mean, not cool. Maybe cool is the
The
wrong
the
word, but
demon things?
the demon things in the bone room, like I was actually like that was scary, and that's what I was looking for. I wanted to get a little scared, and that accomplished it. The mission. I felt like I was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, the bone room was their deepest room in the building, and it had like just what, like antlers on the wall
Yeah.
and like just skulls of animals, and then they had that doll in the case that supposedly cried blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the backstory of that one.
Yeah.
Uh, that was one of the rooms that we could have done the sit challenge in, but we didn't do it because there were other people in the basement, right?
Yeah.
They don't
Yep.
do it if other people are in the basement.
Right. And the place was like kind of getting to the end of it. Be
Yeah.
closing soon, so we were running out of time.
So anyway, we had been down there, and I think the guy had come down there to offer the challenge, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like we were gonna do the basement one.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then, okay, so go ahead. Then we
Well,
talked with the guy. Who is he?
well, I must have been like the manager or something. He seems like a big guy, a big wig.
Yeah, I think he was the manager. Yeah.
Okay. So he was just very like overly, and he oversold the place.
He kind of oversold everything.
Oh, that's true.
Like
He,
everything was exaggerated, like the
oh,
TVs and
his
yeah.
giant TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did make a point to bring that up, which was odd. But he's just very like, he said somebody was so crazed by this stuff that they like threw themselves down the stairs of the building.
Yeah,
I
there was
mean,
a doll specifically, I don't remember the name of it anymore, but they had a doll that this woman had came there just to see specifically. She was like obsessed with it. And he said that she had been desperately trying to give an offering, like hadn't she also like cut herself,
yeah.
she had tried like giving her blood to the doll, and then they stopped her from doing that, and then she also, as they were like getting her out of there, she threw herself down the stairs. And so your point with sharing that is what?
Well, it was kind of an odd thing to say or share because I mean, I guess most people probably most people going to the place like this hear something like that and they're probably like, "Oh my God, yeah, heck yeah!" Like that's scary. Like I'm in.
What was your take though?
Well, I just think it's like kind of silly.
You don't buy it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I believe someone could do that. I believe that, like, but I don't believe. I don't know. I was gonna say I don't believe it's a spirit that's causing them to do that. I think they're just nuts. But I want to live in a world where a spirit could cause someone to do that.
You do? You
I
want to live in a world?
I kind of do.
Okay. Um,
Well, no, I mean, I hope she's okay.
well, no, you can. Well, those are two separate things.
I
You
mean,
can
I
live in
just
that
think it's
world and
kind
she
of
can be okay. Both things can be
yeah,
true.
yeah. I want both to be true. I think it's not that like I just think I want the spirits to be real is more what I'm trying to say. Like I want to believe, like I want this stuff
Yeah.
to be real. But when I hear that, I just think like it's hard not to like roll your eyes and be like the guy sounded like a loon. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna come right out and say it.
Uh, yeah. With that guy, I just took it as he's a good showman. You
Sure.
know. Very chatty. Does a good job. He knows how to sell.
He does.
That's what I took from that. And the whole flashlight thing is part of it. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, they just don't work. Okay.
Okay.
They're cheap. Come on. I don't know what's going on with those things. That was legitimately getting irritating. Like
I
like how they just stopped working. I can't read anything, you know? I'm trying to read these signs and they he'd give one to us and it worked for him. As soon as he hands it over to me, it doesn't work. It just worked, you
mm-hmm.
know? And there's nothing causing them to stop working. It's not like it had like poor connections, and then you'd bang on it, it would work a little bit. What was going on there? And then by the end, I think we just said forget it,
Yeah,
you
we
know?
stopped. But what could have been happening though? What are they just doing like some kind of like trick?
Well, I don't know how you would trick those things, but
Or
I
did
guess
just
maybe it could
purposely
be done. But
they were just shitty on
the
purpose?
thing,
You're saying?
how can you? There has to be some type of trick thing going on, because what kind of crap company would make a product like that?
I agree. I mean,
You
I've never
know?
used a flashlight that just doesn't work.
Right.
Unless it's running out of battery and then you just replace the battery and it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what
mean,
was going on with those. Were those battery operated or were they like rechargeable?
I think they were battery operated.
Okay. Because yeah, I was legitimately getting annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, okay, at first it was like, ooh, something's going on. No. Afterwards it was like, let's get serious here. I'm trying to just read information.
Well, and I mean, they were watching us. They could
They had
see.
a phone. They didn't want you looking at your phone because they don't want people photographing their
Hmm.
items. So you really couldn't use your phone for the flashlight. I think I still did a couple times because it was like, well, hey, I'm trying to read what I paid for,
Hmm.
So if you got a problem with that, let's talk. Or just bring the whole cart of flashlights right here so that I don't have to wait for you to go upstairs and get them, because that was really getting annoying. Um, and then he said the host there said, yeah, I nothing works for me. Electronics never work.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
right. Yep.
the TV breaks, lights are going on and off.
My
Um,
giant TVs, we had to
yeah,
replace them because that was not working.
right.
I upgraded my 100 inch to 120 inch.
Yeah. Uh,
He
you
was
had
like,
thought, oh, go
sorry, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you're good.
Well, I was gonna just say, like, he was just. I do agree. I thought, like, I actually enjoyed listening to his stories, most of them. I thought they were like it was fun, but it was a lot of the stuff was just like, come on.
You we had thought that we possibly had something going on with a moving crib,
Yeah,
a cradle.
yeah.
Uh, but I think you bumped it.
It's possible I bumped it, but if not, it moved for a while.
But
Well,
then even if you did bump it, it did keep moving for a really long time.
yes. And the momentum didn't stop. It just
Right.
remained at the same pace.
Yeah.
So that was
Well, it
weird.
waned, but it kept going. It did keep
Yeah,
going for a really long. It waned. Come
it did
on.
eventually. Eventually,
Yeah.
sure. Everything
Well, what are you
eventually
talking about? Are you saying
stops.
it went on for like 20 minutes?
No, but I'm saying it was abnormally long to be rocking. It was as if
All right.
a mother, like a ghost mother, was sitting there pushing it back and forth
Yeah.
with her ghost baby inside.
Yeah, and that okay, so then should we set the scene now for the sit challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had been down there by ourselves for a while, and then another couple, uh, man and woman came in. Uh, so then the sit challenge down there was off the table because
Yeah.
they don't do it. You have to be, no one else can be down there.
Mm-hmm.
They want to keep the lower level open for visitors. You can do a sit challenge either in the bone room or just on a bench in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but either way, both there can be no one else down there if you want to do that. So there, like I said, there was another couple down there, and they also wanted to do the sit challenge. Uh, it was getting up against the clock. I can't remember if I think it was 9 they
Mm-hmm.
closed, and it was getting almost, it was getting around 8, 8:30. The sit challenge is 10 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the the couple ended up doing it individually. So there's 20 minutes. The man went first, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he went first because I remember, I'll talk about that. And then the wife or girlfriend went after that. And then so if you don't do the basement, their alternative is the room I referred to earlier by the clown room. It's the elevator shaft,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a little room you can sit on a bench. It's pitch black, and there's a mirror across from you sitting on the bench, and then right next to you on your left is just it's not an open elevator shaft, but it's the open elevator carrier or the whatever it's called. Um, and then, as you so eloquently put it, it's full of junk.
Yeah. Haunted junk.
It's not, I mean, it's not, it's items, it's a lot of like stuffed animals, if I remember.
Yeah.
I don't really remember anything else in there. Dolls, stuffed animals. So anyway, so the couple went first. We were back upstairs because I think we kind of wanted to see how it went for them. You originally did not want to do it, I remember.
Yeah.
And I didn't fully get why. Like you
I think it was a cost thing, maybe.
oh, okay.
I
Yeah, what was it? I don't remember.
Well, wasn't it $20?
I don't think it was, I thought it was
Was it
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason?
No, I can't remember why. I don't know.
Were you fearful?
Um, I think it was just because I think it was because we both would have had to at that point, and I don't know if it would have been us. Like, I didn't at the time think it would have been worth the experience to do it with two people if we couldn't do it solo. Maybe that was
Okay.
my mindset. I don't
Well,
know.
so what changed your mind? Because I remember at first you really weren't interested.
Um,
And I was kind of thinking about doing it by myself, but
yeah.
I didn't really, admittedly, I wasn't buying a lot of the stuff that was going on in there, but I'm open enough to say, hey, why open the door? You know?
Hmm.
So I was a little bit, on the fence. And then something happened though in you where you just like a switch flipped and you like really were into it. You're like, yeah, let's do it. What happened?
uh, maybe I just figured we never are gonna be there again or get to
Yeah,
do that
it's
opportunity.
fair. Yeah.
Because like, well, and I did see like maybe the couple was influencing me because that guy he seemed like really haunted. You don't think so? You
I'm
don't?
no, I let's go into that because
Yeah.
something had happened. And what bugged me about him is that how closed off he was to what happened to him.
Yeah, because I think he had really truly experienced something strange, so he like had a hard time expressing how what happened.
Well, it would have been nice to have some idea, you know, because he was, I mean, yeah, it's like, okay, how dare you not share your personal private moment with strangers?
Well,
But something definitely seemed to be affecting him.
okay, maybe honestly, I think we did talk about this when we were leaving, but were they like ghost snobs?
What do you mean by that? What's a
Like they were
ghost
like,
snob?
oh well, like we saw it, we had the experience, and like it's our thing. Like you guys are just like casual, like ghost people. Like we're not gonna talk about it with you guys because like you're just like casual, and we're like the ghost people.
I do
Like,
vaguely remember talking about that. Do you remember what gave us that impression?
I don't know because maybe the way he was like like describing it on the monitor, and like him and the manager were like really closed off.
I do remember them talking about that they had gone to other places, like they had
Oh
done like
yeah.
tours of like famous haunted hotels and stayed there overnight. I remember there was like one in Wyoming or something that they were talking about. So they clearly had done this kind of thing before. I do also remember, and it kind of bugged me where it did seem like, oh, we'll be way open to the manager, but you guys, we're not going to share anything with you guys because they were like having a private conversation. It's like, hey, we'd like to know what happened too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of strange.
Because didn't you even ask him a question?
Maybe.
Some
And he just breezed right
he
through.
breezed right through it. He I forgot the question, but it was a very open-ended question. And he just said like, yeah, or mm-hmm. And it's like, mind expanding on that? You know, I
Oh
mean that
boy.
that would have really been interesting. What
Yeah.
what did you see? Because for the listeners here, there was a camera feed on the wall that we could watch of people sitting in this room.
Hmm.
And we didn't see anything, right? I mean, I wasn't watching the whole 10 minutes, like I was looking around at other stuff, but I think you were watching it
Hmm.
pretty much the whole thing, and you were kind of listening to the commentary from the manager, and he kept saying, look at there's an orb, there's an orb, there's an
Yeah.
orb, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I think that's a speck of dust, you
He
know.
was like he was getting excited because he's like, there's so much activity going on right now in this room.
Yeah, yeah. And we didn't aside from that though, aside from the orbs, like we didn't see anything that would cause someone to be kind of like a hermit after you walk out of the place.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he
they
was
didn't
shut
see.
down.
They seemed like normal, like in there. It seemed like
Yeah,
pretty
nothing.
normal.
He was
Yeah,
just sitting in there,
yeah.
and he didn't seem like like freaked out,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
It but then when he walked out of there with his demeanor, it was like he was like really processing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he wasn't fully with us.
Yeah. Where was
And
he?
well, that's the question. I wish that he had been a little bit more upfront. You know, I know that we're strangers and he owes us nothing, but um that would have been nice, you know, if he would have shared that. Maybe they have a show and we could find their
Yeah.
podcast, you know?
Yeah, I never really did think to look up. I bet there are probably some Museum of Shadows videos where people talk about their experience inside there.
Well, they were from Wyoming, if I remember, because they left at the same time as us, and if I remember correctly, they had Wyoming license plates on
Mm.
the car. So that's a hint. You
Okay,
know,
I'll
that could
look.
be something to look into.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
But then the woman, I don't really remember the woman like necessarily having much of a reaction.
I don't
Do
believe
you?
so either. Yeah, I don't remember. Seemed
All right,
pretty.
so she seemed the same, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Let's talk about it then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about what we did. So we
Yeah.
ended up doing it. We ran out of time, you know, because um, you know, in hindsight, I think we would like to do it separately, but I think we kind of figured, hey, better than nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the challenge. We did it together because we were up against the clock. So go ahead. You can say what happened. Describe the 10 minutes.
Well, okay, so at first I didn't feel anything. It was just normal. But then it was like I kept hearing stuff from like I was sitting we were up against like so there's a you said there was like just like a bench with the mirror.
Hmm.
I was on the left side next to the stuff. The stuff
Yeah.
was to the side of me. And um I kept hearing weird stuff like from that area. Like it almost sounded like someone was like listening to something or like there was like a TV playing. But
I heard that too.
okay.
We thought that was the TV from the Travel Channel
Oh
show.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Okay, so there was that, but it creeped me out at first. And then we sat there for a little longer. I didn't feel anything. I kind of just sat in the dark, kept looking at the stuff, waiting and seeing if there was anything weird would happen. And then at a certain point, it felt like a light tug on my ankles, or like someone was like trying to like grab my ankles. So that was weird. Um, I
We
don't know if.
also heard like water running
Oh yeah, yeah.
from somewhere. Uh, and then I remember, as far as like visually, really couldn't see anything. It really was pitch dark in there. And the only thing that I remember being able to see you two was that it must have been like some type of crack or something in the ceiling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't we see light in the ceiling, like a crack in the boards or something? I don't remember if it was the ceiling or the wall, but that was really about it. We couldn't see what was in the shaft or the elevator carrier. Why can't I think of like what the correct name is for that?
Like,
Um, whatever, you know, the elevator room.
mm-hmm.
Um, couldn't see. And by the way, everybody, this is like a um, like a mechanical elevator. It's
Yeah, like
huge.
a freight.
It's not a freight elevator. Yeah, it's not like a passenger smaller elevator. It fits like heavy equipment. Um,
So
and
it's
by the way,
stuffed.
That is the elevator that over the years, I think he said like 10 people were killed
Yeah.
in there, which seemed like a lot. But either way, that's what the manager said. And going back to your thing, me personally, I didn't feel anything, nothing physical. I tried to make sure we kind of kept quiet just to keep things open,
Hmm.
keep all senses open. I didn't feel anything. I actually felt kind of comfortable in there after a while. I was sitting back, uh, just relaxing. It was calm. It was quiet, somewhat peaceful. Um, and you could get some real thinking done.
I mean,
I miss
yeah,
it.
I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But kidding aside, I didn't feel anything. I really didn't. There was nothing paranormal. But again, though, like I said, what would I have felt if I was alone in there?
Right.
When you have another person with you, it kind of changes the game.
Hmm.
So going back to your thing now, go ahead. So the 10 minutes ended. The guy manager opened the door.
Right. And he
What did he
said,
say?
well, he was watching and he told me that he saw activity around where our feet were, like an orb or something over there. And that was
Yeah.
before any of us had shared any details.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they have a little slot down there with like something that pokes at your feet, or like a little hand comes out and grabs your feet. So
Yeah, I mean when you felt that sensation, you didn't say anything, you didn't indicate anything in the moment. What did it actually feel like a human grip?
yeah, but
Okay.
light. Like it didn't feel tight, but it felt like a tug, like a light tug.
Okay, and both ankles or just one?
I think it was both.
Okay. And how long?
Less than a minute.
Oh, well that still would be kind of long,
Like at
right?
least, yeah. I mean, it went on for between 10 and 30 seconds.
Okay. And when that was happening, weren't you
I
weren't
was
what were you
frozen.
thinking?
I was scared. But I was expecting, I wanted something to happen. So I
Yeah.
was kind of like, well, this is kind of interesting. Because I know like it's like something is happening. I mean, my mind could be totally making this up, but it does feel like something's going on right now near my ankles.
See, you could say there's something to be said here. You were going into it with a different frame of mind. You just said that you wanted something to happen.
You're right.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if that is a factor,
You could, yeah.
because you wanted something to happen, meaning not necessarily that you want to open a door,
Yeah.
but you want to feel something.
Mm-hmm.
I do not, because I view anything as opening a door.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's something to that, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's possible. But either way, I mean, I still don't really know. I don't know. I feel like it's just the case is still open on that place.
Yeah, I mean, two things really were unexplained. The odor and your your incident, your
Yeah.
sensation.
Yeah.
So, jury's out.
Hmm.
Um, I would go back, you
Yeah.
know. I think it deserves a second look
Hmm.
and an individual sit challenge.
Yeah. Yeah,
In
definitely.
any, well, I have to admit, I don't think I would do that bone room.
It's
You
pretty
know,
creepy.
I don't. Again, I don't want to invite things.
Hmm.
You know, why would you want to make your life hell? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Uh, so I don't really even want to open that door, but I would open the door. Well, I don't want forget it. I don't want to open the door to anything, but I would be open to doing the basement main room or the elevator room again.
Yeah. Yeah, I would try a solo sit challenge.
Hmm.
It was a very interesting experience.
Well, we should add too. What did he say about some other people's sit challenge experiences? Remember some of that?
Well, I mean, I know he said like some people did not last the whole time,
Yeah,
but
didn't he say, well, some young woman like that night she ran out of the place. Don't you
yeah,
remember
I
that?
he did say that. Yeah.
And I remember like thinking, I didn't see this, you know?
Yeah, we were there for like a long time.
Yeah, I didn't hear anybody yelling or, freaking out.
He's just a storyteller.
He might be. Yeah, which is a shame in a way, because it's like just let it be scary on its own.
Yeah, I mean
You don't need to
it's
add embellishments.
definitely scary enough. Just the
Yeah,
building is creepy, the
yeah.
stuff is creepy. Yeah.
The flashlights.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, definitely I'm glad we went. It was a fun trip. That was the main attraction.
Hmm.
There were some other things, like we did go to the zoo.
Hmm.
That was fun. That was huge.
Hmm. It's a great zoo. Yeah, I'm glad we could see that. See that pool.
Yeah, they just had a this like pool, not
Yeah.
like no bars around it or anything. Like that's actually I throw this word around a lot, but that's insane that that was just open like that.
Yeah, it's down in this basement and it's like a cave setting and they have it's probably like 10 feet deep, it looked.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a hole in the ground, probably like a 6 foot diameter. And yeah, like you said, there's no railings. There's nothing preventing someone from just flapping in. And there's really nothing in there, just some little fish.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's really cool in the days of heavy regulation from the government and just overprotection of people from hurting themselves. We've lost freedoms in being able to just do things, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing this open hole in the ground is really cool. I remember when I first saw it, when I went there by myself to that zoo, I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I probably had your reaction. I was like, how how is this here? Like just
Yeah.
unguarded, you know?
Nebraska, they're taking a stand for freedom.
And I
They,
love that. Now, it's not truly like unprotected, you know. Remember that. Yeah, there's
well,
no railings,
yeah.
but I don't know. Did you want me to say that?
Well, what's the catch?
The catch is that yeah, you can fall in, but you're only going to fall about 6 inches underwater
Uh,
because they do have a plexiglass covering over the whole thing. But for that split second,
yeah.
you're having a heart attack because you
True.
think that you're falling in, and that could be enough to kill somebody. You know
A
that heart
frantic,
attack.
yeah. I mean, if a frantic mother sees their child falling
Yeah,
through that, that could affect them too.
right, right.
Yeah, it's good on them.
And honestly, too, like that is enough to drown in, you
Yeah.
know. You can drown in a puddle. So that's enough water to drown. I love it though. In fact, get rid of the plexiglass.
It's a little too much.
In fact, maybe make it
Too many.
steep going approaching and put some water down, you know?
Anything else? Like, should they add
Yeah.
some like deadly animals to the water?
Maybe let some of those bats out too that they
Yeah.
have down there. Just have it free flying.
Bats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but good on them for sure. And
Definitely.
just
One
a
of the coolest parts of the zoo. That whole building is awesome
very,
that was
yeah,
in.
that was
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad we went to that.
Yeah.
I like the part with the where you go underneath and you get to see the fish like swimming underneath.
Oh, you mean the aquarium with them over you?
Yeah. Well,
You're walking
and
through the
there's the
tunnel.
part where like you're like I think it was a part, might have been part of the um it might have been part of the aquarium, but we were outside and we like go underneath and there's like a rock structure and there was like you could look through the glass. I don't remember what specific animal was swimming through it, but
I don't even remember this. I don't know why. It was outside?
well, I'm doing a really bad job at explaining it. But yeah, it was still outside, but you could like it might have been part of.
Oh, um I think I might be remembering now. Was it the sea lions?
Oh, that could be it. Yeah, I think it was part of the sea lion show, maybe.
They did have a lot of cool exhibits. It's a cool place. It's no wonder why it's one of the top rated zoos in the world, actually. So,
Wow. Yeah.
mhm.
So that was the other big one, and then we spent a lot of time roaming around and looking at different shops. They had a lot of collectible shops, like thrift shops and stuff like that.
Yeah, the shop stuff was an unexpected gem of the trip because
Yeah,
we didn't plan that. We just were walking around and seeing what was there. And they had really awesome like pop culture memorabilia shops. Like
yeah.
that one, that was like a museum of its own.
Oh,
That one
yeah.
that had the outside, it had the like some van from that was used in movies,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
they repurposed it to be like a advertisement for the store. But you'd walk in, that place was huge.
Yeah. They had
It
like
was
an
like
old candy
multiple
store in there.
sections. It was a candy store, like that was the primary like purpose of it. But
Mm-hmm.
and then they had sodas, lots of
Mm-hmm.
different sodas. They had a cafe in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then just tons of memorabilia, like a whole wall of old board games. Um, all those pinball machines
Yeah. Yeah. That was
that you
awesome.
could play.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And then they had sort of like the pinball museum set up, like
yeah,
pinball through the different eras.
it
And
was
they
one of
had,
those places where you turn a corner and there's another room.
yeah.
You think it's done. You think it's over, but there's another room.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
loved
we
it.
found stuff like that.
Yeah, and then we went, and then at night we kind of just were out seeing nightlife of Omaha,
Yeah.
which was kind of neat because that's not my scene. Um, but yeah,
It's,
people were out drinking and stuff.
it seemed like a pretty like hipstery kind of vibe. in a lot of
Yeah,
that
that
area.
part, yeah, that like what would be the equivalent neighborhood in Milwaukee of that
Yeah,
area?
well, like the third. Well, I don't know.
It kind of looked like the third
It looks
ward,
like the third ward,
but it
but
had more of like a, I'd say like Brady or Water
yeah,
Street vibe, but it
yeah,
looked like the third ward.
yeah. That's I would
Because it
agree.
had like the cobblestone streets
Hmm.
or the brick laid streets. And a lot, it was a really old part of the city. But yeah, it was a cool vibe. I liked Omaha. I could live there easily. I'd be happy living there. I don't see having any problem with that. It was a cool city.
Yeah, I agree. It was a nice place. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, we had wanted to go up in the observation deck of their tower, but we unfortunately didn't get to do that. It was closed.
Yeah.
You loved the uh like those old west statues.
Oh yeah, that was well, that was pretty amazing. There was
Yeah,
so
like that was
much.
something I just was like I thought, "Oh, I remember seeing that when I was there and it was kind of cool," but you were like, "This is awesome." Like you loved it. And that was great. I'm glad. I'm glad that you loved it so much cuz you got me more excited for it. Cuz it is pretty cool actually. It's amazing in this day and age that they can keep it without being vandalized, frankly.
Yeah. And it stretches across like blocks.
Yeah,
Like
blocks.
it's
Yes.
crazy. Like you could tell like the entire story of like them traveling, and then you
Right.
could get to the end, and it's like it's actually I'm gonna use the word insane again because it's really insane at the end to see it all like together. Like all these, they're giant statues.
Yeah.
They have like wagons and like the pioneers and the Native Americans
Mhm.
and like just like live like scenes like going
Right.
on like frozen in time, and it's like it's
Yeah.
very impressive. Like it's really cool.
It is cool. Yeah, that was neat going. And you can go right up to them. It's not like
Yeah.
they're roped off or anything. You can walk right up to them, you can touch them, you know. It it's again, it's neat to see something just so available, you know. Um there's a show have you ever watched Hazardous History?
Mm-mm.
It's on the History Channel. It's a really interesting program with Henry Winkler, and they talk about just stuff that people used to do and products that used to be available that are now viewed as dangerous, mostly because of the chemicals that they used and things like that, like household products and like they used to, like for example, they had one area about just the danger of lawnmowers in the early days. Like they had like no protection, people were losing fingers and toes and
Jeez.
stuff like that. And even they had one, just the dangers of freezers. Like kids used to play in the freezers and then the door would slam shut, they'd get frozen to death. um or like just again like household chemicals, cleaning products that were used that had dangerous cancerous causing chemicals. um and then they'd have to just they do stuff about just activities that people were doing.
Hmm.
Or like one, here's an example of what I'm talking about. There's a geyser, I don't remember where it is specifically. There's a geyser somewhere, I don't know if it's in Hawaii or what. People used to be able to just walk right up to it. Well, they stopped that because they were getting blasted by the geyser. And then not only were they getting blasted, but one kid, he got blasted up and then he got sucked down into it, and it takes you out to the ocean, so he drowned.
Oh my God.
And my point to that is, so now you can only see this thing from 300 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
It's roped off. There's barriers. You get fined and jailed probably if you cross it. Why do we have to spend so much time protecting people? If we are putting the signage out there and people just don't listen to it, that's not a liability.
Yeah.
They chose to ignore it. And if
Yeah.
they want to put themselves at risk, so be it. Now, because of these morons, everybody loses the freedom to get
Yeah.
up close to something. That's just irritating. You know, those
Would you put a number on it? Like,
of
what is it?
what number
How
on
many
what?
people have to die before you like want someone to step in and change something?
I don't know if there is a number, to be honest, because people who respect that are gonna do it. You
Yeah.
know, I don't think it's the government's job to protect people
Mm-hmm.
in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
People, that's what freedom is to
Mm-hmm.
me. You have the freedom to hurt yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And again, there's the freedom lost to hurt yourself, but also the other people's freedom. Your freedom is restricted now. My freedom is restricted now with being able to view these places.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree. It's kind of shitty that now, how far back is it now that you have to stand to see
Well,
it?
I said 300 feet, but I don't know exactly what it
Okay.
is anymore. The point is that you used to be able to go right up to it. You could
Yeah.
go right
Yeah.
there,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's clearly defined
Yeah. Yeah.
and barricaded off, and it ruins the whole thing. Like you used to be able to safely take pictures
Mm-hmm.
from a distance. Well, now you take a picture, it's way back there, first of all, and then you have these ugly barriers
Mm-hmm.
in the picture. It's just the old days are gone, and that's one thing kind of sad about the show when I watch it, is that, as they point out, they say in the opening line of every episode, they say, this is what I'm paraphrasing, but Henry Winkler says, this is what we used to do for fun, and it was maybe it was a little dangerous, but it was fun, and we're never going to be able to do this again.
Hmm.
And that's a
That's
little
really
bit sad.
yeah, that's a downer of an opening.
It is a little bit, yeah. Depending on your point of view, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of people who are all for, protection of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can happen to anybody. There are people out there who want that. I don't. I want the freedom to be able to make a mistake. It's all about freedom of knowledge, though. I think the government should have the duty to inform,
Mm-hmm.
but not control and enforce in that regard. Inform, yes. People should be able to make informed decisions.
Yeah.
What they do with that information is up to us.
Yeah.
But
Like
a
I would
lot
like
of that
to
has been, we don't even have the decision
right.
anymore.
Like I would like to know that geyser is just blasting people.
Right.
At
Absolutely.
least.
Completely. Absolutely. Yes. Have the
Don't want to
signage saying,
shove it under the rug.
right. Say, this, if you cross this barrier where there is no barrier, if you cross this sign,
Yeah.
you are putting yourself in danger.
Yeah. That's it.
But don't put up like a plexiglass barrier that makes you not have an option to cross the line. You
Yeah.
know, you should have the option to cross the line. Give me the information and let me decide
Mm-hmm.
what I want to do. Will I respect that danger or not? If I'm deciding to not respect it, that's on me now,
Mm-hmm.
not me suing the government because,
Mm-hmm.
well, they didn't have a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that when people do that. When they do something stupid
Yeah.
and blame somebody else or
Yeah.
something else, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I take some personal responsibility. And that's how we end up with like weird warning labels on stuff because some idiot did something and tried to go after the
Yeah,
company, and then they have
right,
to
right,
include like something that no one would ever do.
right. And that's what that show goes into a lot of. I wish I could remember more specifics, but a lot of those shows, like one of them I just remembered. I didn't remember these toys, but they were in the 90s. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you do. They had these things like they were for girls, but you probably would have seen them. I don't remember them. They were like ballerinas that like had wings on them and they like flew up in the air and then they
Yeah.
would like twirl down.
Yeah.
Well, they had a whole special on that about how kids would be like firing them at each other.
They were pretty
Instead of
dangerous.
shooting them up, they'd shoot them out like at each other. And it's like, why not just let that be? Like,
Yeah, no one's gonna
again,
get seriously
lawsuits or
hurt from that.
suing the company.
I
What did you say?
was gonna say, I said no one's getting really seriously hurt from that.
Well, I guess
Anyways.
some kids kind of were. I mean, like eye injuries and stuff. But again, we've lost fun in a way. You know, everything's so controlled.
Yeah. There's got to be examples of some things that we still let loose on.
For now, until it's no longer available. I mean, the government is generally reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
It'll catch up.
Everything eventually.
What's amazing too, like my friend and I have been delving lately into this Wikipedia article that just lists like weird ways that people have died.
Oh, okay.
And we've been really deeply going into that and like talking about the article. And one of them was kind of similar to the geyser thing, but there are thermal pools in Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if these are roped off or not. I maybe someone can weigh in on this. I've never been there. But one of the deaths was in 1981 where a dog had jumped into the pool. And this is like boiling water. It's well over 212 degrees.
Oh my God.
And a dog jumped in, just I don't know why, just to jump in. And a guy jumped in to save the dog,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it is hot water. Well, he died the next day because he had horrific burns. He was
Yeah.
blinded. He just completely ended his life, to save a dog, which I get it, but
Did he
anyway, my
actually
point
save the
is
dog?
no. My point is with bringing this up is I don't know if that's gone now, like these freedoms.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's another example where we should leave it the way it is, Again, have the warnings, have the signs that say this is scalding hot water,
Mm-hmm. But could the barrier have prevented the dog death?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think a dog might still have jumped over some
It
sort of
depends. I
railing.
mean, what kind of barrier? I mean, ultimately, if you want to prevent everything, you need you'd need like a plexiglass like wall,
Yeah.
And who wants that?
Right. Yeah.
It's like the people at zoos, you know. Um, People crawl into zoo exhibits,
Right.
and they'll a lot of times they'll kill the animal
Yeah, like
afterwards.
Harambe.
And it's like, Why? The the Yeah, the Harambe, I don't remember that whole thing, but I remember getting infuriated at it.
Well,
That
some
was a
dumbass
gorilla,
little
right?
kid, yeah, dumbass little kid fell in, and the gorilla started dragging him.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting to remember
I
that
think it was
now.
a gorilla.
Yeah, I think you're right. And again, why? The kid went into the exhibit. The gorilla didn't leave his exhibit. Um, the the gorilla did nothing wrong. And so what are we going to do now? We're going to increase the height of these walls. We're going to reduce our ability to even see the animals. You know, it's the same thing at baseball stadiums. They
Mm-hmm.
extended that netting way down both baselines, and it's like, okay, so now they can't get foul balls because people aren't paying attention. They got hit in the head. Well, you're sitting there, you should be paying attention. You know what I mean?
I know, I do know. It's funny though, because even still with all that, there's still people that like, there's still videos of people like getting bonked.
So sit somewhere else. If you don't if you're concerned about that, you can sit in an upper deck, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's
Because
got.
I mean that's one of the things that people liked about going to a baseball game is you get to catch a foul ball
Mm-hmm.
potentially. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can still do it. Don't
Yeah, it's
you
still.
can, but it's reduced now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crank, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't disagree with all that, but it's what can you do?
Part
I mean, what?
part of living is that there is risk. And I
Mm-hmm.
think we like try to put like like life jackets on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have to protect everybody from everything. No, we don't. I think there accidents happen, you know. I don't know. And you don't have to sue everybody if something happens.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Especially if it's like it's just a business trying to get by.
Yeah.
It's a poor little corporation just trying to make their way in the world.
I don't even know how we got on this.
Well,
Was
it
it the
was
the the, the zoo
yeah,
pool?
because of the hole, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That was a
Well,
real tangent.
it was a good trip though, was the
Yeah, it was
point.
great. Oh yeah. God, we talked about it because of the old west stuff
Yeah, that's
too.
another thing that was just open for
Right,
our
right.
amusement.
Yeah. Yeah, it was neat seeing a place that just lets people go right up to the thing. But I mean, that if somebody does vandalize it, that's it.
Hmm.
It's gonna be roped off,
That's
you
the
know.
end of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But everyone in
that
Nebraska seems pretty easygoing.
yeah. And I like that. Maybe that's why I would like to, or I could see myself living there, you know.
Mm.
It had a real sense of letting people just do what they want, but without, ruining it for other people.
Yeah, they had like an agreement. They all had a
Yeah.
silent agreement.
Mhm.
It was
Mhm.
really nice. I was impressed. Like aside from just like all the shops downtown, they had like
Mhm.
really nice like recreational areas too, like the parks and the just like the little areas to sit and like they had like little games that you could play. Um, didn't they like have like tables set up or like little like am I thinking about this wrong? I thought they had like little
Uh,
lawn games or something that you could play somewhere.
I don't remember that,
I'm like,
but maybe they did.
my
I don't
memories are
remember.
kind of strange. I like add stuff in sometimes, but I kind of remember seeing like giant, like a giant checkerboard or something, or giant chess, and
Yeah, they may have had that. Oh, they did. Yes. They had that long corridor like in the middle of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure that's where they had the games. Yes, I remember
Okay.
that now. Because they had that building was that there was a big building being constructed. Do you
Mm-hmm.
remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like kind of the end cap of this long mall
Mm-hmm.
that was in the middle that was across the street from the Museum of Shadows.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that whole corridor had tons of stuff. It had like kind of some natural areas. It had a like a band shell,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then public bathrooms, and then there was like a playground, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Like a wooden, like long suspended bridges and stuff for kids to run around on and, you know, break their necks. Just kidding. No cushioning, just let them
Yeah.
have fun.
Just wooden
Um,
spikes
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
It's
right, right. Like the
awesome.
good old days, yes. Um, yeah, they had stuff for kids to play on, and they had the chess set, just a long. Didn't they have ping pong tables?
I think so. Yeah, I believe
And
they did.
again, where else are you going to see that? 2 seconds, those paddles are gone.
That's true. I agree. Like a lot of places, they would not be able to get away with that.
Yeah, and I think the paddles were provided by the park.
Yeah,
How cool is that? And this isn't a place, if I remember, you don't go and like rent them from some booth. They're
right.
just there.
Mm-hmm.
And people have the decency to just share it. That's
We
pretty cool.
really stumbled upon a paradise here.
Of true community.
Yeah. We better not let too many people know about this,
Yeah,
or it's
yeah.
gonna become just another
But yeah, that was
place.
a good point. Should add in too that we both loved, I think within a 12-hour period, we hit up the buffet.
Yes, that's true. That was awesome.
Yeah, we were there for dinner and then we went back the next morning for breakfast.
It was
So,
definitely it was expensive, but it was very good. I'm glad we did that. I love a
yeah,
buffet.
I thought the pricing was actually pretty reasonable. Wasn't it like 17?
Well, I don't
Maybe it was more.
remember.
I don't either, but definitely worth it. We're
I
on
thought that
vacation.
right, yeah. I thought the dinner one was like 25 or
Maybe it was.
something,
Yeah, it could
but
have been.
the breakfast was more reasonable.
Yeah. Uh, and that was a kind of a neat hotel or casino too. It was like a riverboat theme.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wish we would have been able to spend a little bit more time in there. I won
Yeah.
in that one, and I got really fired up. I
Oh
remember.
yeah, that was the one where you had that look in your eyes. Like
Yeah.
you were like ecstatic. Truly
I came
euphoric.
alive.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. I mean, I haven't seen somebody look that like alive and just energized. Like you were on another level.
It's too bad it didn't last that long.
It
I
was a
mean,
severe drop down. Yeah.
yeah, there was a lot of losing that
Yeah, but it
weekend.
it you were high. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got
you were
me.
really amped up.
It was fun.
Yeah. I
Fun.
had fun seeing that and I wasn't even involved. Yeah, that whole lifestyle, I hadn't been to a casino in years, and just being there was it's a whole nother way of living, The
Hmm.
people who like go there regularly, it's just a whole unfamiliar lifestyle for me. Just the idea of going there, sitting at a slot machine for hours.
Yeah,
And
I mean it is pretty. There's people there that are like zombies.
yeah, there were a few that I saw like that where it's just kind of, you know, Just
Yeah.
press the button. Are you even seeing? Like, are you even processing what's happening here? Like, sometimes I feel like the place could be on fire all around them and they wouldn't even have known.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's if it's not a jackpot, they're moving
Right,
on.
right. Yeah, or like there could be like a fight going on right next to them, and as long as they can still keep hitting that button,
Yeah.
they don't know. But it was still a good time, and I liked seeing like the different themed games.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
They really have come out with some interesting stuff. Some of the properties that they choose to license for slots, it's like interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was about it as in terms of like everything we did. We
We
got
saw
to
that.
finally,
Wait, what?
I was gonna say I finally got to experience Runza.
Oh yeah, yes.
That was
Yeah, that
good.
was good. Yeah, it was great actually. I'm glad we stopped by there on the way out.
Yeah, that was really
Um,
good. I liked that.
we saw that what was it, a giant nickel or something?
Oh yeah, a buffalo nickel or something.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was. I wish I didn't have to piss so badly, like right in the middle of seeing it. We
Yeah, I
pulled off on,
remember you getting really irritated with their lack of parking.
yeah, and you were like, what do I expect? But I do expect at least like a little bit of parking. If you're gonna tout that like you have this giant fucking thing to look at, give me, I think at least 2 or 3 parking spaces, like a porter potty. Like that's not too much to ask for.
And how many parking spaces were there?
Like nothing.
Not even on the curbside?
Well, it was like we pulled into like this area we weren't even supposed to really pull into.
No, I
We
think it said private property.
we dropped down into like this concrete stone mixing thing.
That was really just to turn around because you needed to leave.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it sucks. I actually, this whole trip, any trip I go on is just a series of like trying to find the next bathroom because I always have to piss. And it's like 0 to 100.
But that's not like all the time. That's just if you're having energy drinks.
Well,
Right.
that's true. That the energy drinks really accelerates it. And I never learned because I just constantly, even on our Appleton trip, I had a bunch of energy drinks, I think.
I don't remember you having urgent needs though there.
There was, I think, only one time that it was like a big deal.
Okay.
But the rest of the time, I think it was pretty good.
Okay.
I tried to be pretty strategic.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you found out though that, there's always a good, just if you need to go, you can just find some condo complex,
Yeah.
and some woods next to
Well,
a condo complex and just go there.
that was
That always
lucky.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. We were like driving just deep into this condo complex. It didn't go anywhere. I think it was a dead end ultimately.
I'm not
But
sure
then-
what we were hoping to find.
I think we were just trying to leave the area,
Okay.
like get to a main road.
Okay.
There was no main road. It just went deep, and then finally I just said, why don't you just go over there? I mean, there was really nothing going on,
Yeah. And I
It
was
was
desperate.
private.
So
Right. You gotta go, like
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum says. Right?
Yeah, for really wise words.
Yeah.
I should really just like try to come up with some sort of contraption, like in my car, that allows me to discreetly do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a real problem. It's honestly, it ruins my
Yeah.
life. I'm
That
always
seems extreme,
I'm
but
always on the lookout. But really, I mean, actually, like you're right though. That or if I think caffeine in
yeah,
general, just if I didn't have so much caffeine, I probably wouldn't have such a big
that
problem.
yeah, that seems to be the real heart of the matter. Is the caffeine intake,
Yeah,
you know.
but I very dependent on it because I can never sleep, especially when we're up until 3 in the morning laughing at nonsense.
Wait, are you saying that you need the caffeine
It's a
to stay
never. No, go on.
awake?
Yeah,
Or
no. I mean, I'm kind of just joking. I would
okay,
feel like most of the time I'm pretty tired in the morning, so it helps to
okay,
have the caffeine. But it's
I
like
got it.
a never-ending cycle. Use the caffeine to wake up, but then you stay up because you're all
Right.
jacked up. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, the point is, there needs to be bathrooms, more infrastructure. There really every place should just have like a bathroom ready to go for people like me.
I
Every
think I think that generally is the case, is that a place does have a bathroom. We just couldn't find one for you publicly, right? I mean, we were in like a residential area.
oh yeah, at that point, yeah, we were just not in a good area for
Yeah.
yeah. But when we were in downtown, even I guess mostly there was like a bathroom to be found if you needed one in downtown Omaha.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, I was even ready. I would have walked right through into a restaurant, even if like a guy was going, "Hey, hey, stop, stop."
Walked right through.
I would have walked right in. A fancy upscale 5-star snobby restaurant with a guy with a pencil thin mustache going, "Monsieur, Monsieur, stop right there." I would have blown right past him. That's how urgent it was.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you ended up going in that park bathroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Twice, I think.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
But it was awesome. I mean, that's probably about all I have to say about Nebraska. We've been
Well, I
at this
remember
for a
too,
while.
at night wasn't there like a cool lit up bridge that we wanted to go check out?
Yeah,
But then the lights turned off because I think it closed. It was probably like 10 o'clock.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shame. That would have been cool to see.
Hmm.
It's a neat city. There's a
Yeah.
plenty going on there. Um, Nebraska, I think, gets kind of ripped on a lot as a boring place, but
Hmm.
um,
You sent me a clip of, remember that? You sent me a clip, I think it was from Law and
oh,
Order, where they
yeah,
ripped
that
on it.
Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, what did he say? Oh yeah, he said um he was being stalked, this particular character, and the detective said, "Why don't you could relocate, like you could check out Omaha." And he goes, "Omaha? Who goes to Omaha?" And I sent you that clip, and we do, you
Yeah.
know?
Apparently, we must be crazy for going
Yeah,
home.
yeah. But yeah, it definitely does get a a boring rap. There's just cornfields, and I mean, yeah, there are a lot of cornfields, but just like Wisconsin, there's a lot of cornfields.
Yeah.
There's still tons of stuff to do here. There's tons of stuff to do there. And yeah, Omaha's right on the border, right on the river with Iowa, but it's still Nebraska. It's still a cool city, and Lincoln is cool too. When I was there for the apprenticeship, there's plenty to do there. And then lots of other stuff out in the rest of the state. It's a huge state.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like Nebraska. Friendly people too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so that was it. I'm definitely I'm happy we did it, and I'm looking forward to another trip someday.
Hmm.
I haven't really thought much about where we'd go for the next one, but
Yeah, are you looking to include some type of paranormal element again, or
we
what?
wouldn't have to, but I mean that would definitely be cool.
Hmm.
It was fun too. I mean, we didn't mention this really. We kind of did, but we shot the videos. We shot a Mysteries from Beyond. So if you want a little more like images to go along with what we've been talking about, you can check that out on the YouTube channel. It's the I think it's just called Visiting the Museum of Shadows, Mysteries from
Yeah,
Beyond.
that's the one where I alluded to your personal battle.
Yes, I was
That's
very
where you can see all of that.
having a lot of
His
struggles.
documenting, right? His documenting of that whole ordeal, which
Yeah,
was largely kept private from me. So he was going through that all personally, and he documents that wonderfully. So take a look.
yeah,
I'm glad you came back from that.
yeah. Me too. Me too. I was really
Yeah,
losing it.
yeah.
So
And you're welcome to be open about that. You don't have to go through these battles privately.
well, next time I'll try to share it in the moment if it ever does
Whatever you're
happen again.
comfortable with. Yeah. It's up to you.
So that's it. I mean, I guess that about wraps things up. I mean, we've been going at it for a while now. Is there anything else you wanted to add that we didn't get a chance to touch on?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we covered the heart of the Museum of Shadows as we
Yeah.
should. That was the primary goal. And then just kind of talked about the rest of the trip. And as you put it, paint the picture of the whole trip, you know? Um, yeah, I think we covered it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Mission accomplished.
Hmm. I'd say so.
Cool. Well, thank you for being on. It
Yeah, for sure.
was
It was a good time.
nice to do this a year later.
It's good to reminisce. Again, even a year later, it just brings back some stuff that I, maybe had forgotten about that you
Yeah.
remembered.
If we
Hmm.
do another trip or when we do one, it'd be fun to try to do like a podcast like in real time, like while we're there. And then we
Yeah.
can have it like fresh.
Yeah, you kind of were doing that last time, but admittedly, I always forget like to do that stuff. You'll have to keep me reminded, because
Okay.
to document, because it's not my thing, but we definitely can do that. I just don't keep that at the top of my head. But
It
yeah,
did
we should definitely do that.
for sure. Okay. Cool. Well, that's it then for this one. Hope you guys really enjoyed listening to this tale of spookiness and other things. Media pod smash off.